ever gone on the pill hoping it would finally fix your acne, this is something you deserve to know. Birth control does not balance your hormones. It does not, hear me again, birth control does not balance your hormones. In fact, it can worsen your natural hormone balance the longer that you take it for. I need you to know something right out the gate. If you suspect you have hormonal acne, birth control like Yas or Yasmin is not the answer. And the kicker is, well, there's actually two. First of all, Yas can disappear acne for some women while they're taking it, but not because it's balancing your hormones. It feels like such a relief, and that sweet relief keeps you hooked because finally you can forget about your skin. Your confidence comes back. You don't hate looking in the mirror anymore. You're you again. And the second kicker, the mistake nobody warns you about, Yas and other similar contraceptive pills, well, they can actually make your acne come back worse when you stop taking them. We're talking about those big, painful, angry cystic breakouts all around the jawline. And in a minute, I'm going to explain exactly why that happens, because it's not random, it's not bad luck, it's not your hormones being broken, and it's something almost no woman is warned about. Hi, my name is Cheryl Woodman. I'm a scientist, acne expert, and award-winning skincare formulator, here to help you get back your clear, calm, confident skin. And just so you know, acne doesn't make you any less beautiful. It never has, and it never will. But I understand so personally how acne can steal that feeling from you. Maybe like I once did, one day you woke up and said enough was enough. You noticed how acne was impacting how you feel about yourself, how you've got into a place where you don't like anyone seeing you without makeup on, not even family. Maybe some days all you can see in the mirror are your spots. You feel hopeless. And so you go to your doctor for help. Your doctor takes one look, says it's hormonal acne, passes you a prescription for the birth control pill to balance your hormones. I hear this experience from so many of the women I work with. Some are explicitly told the pill will balance your hormones. And don't get me wrong, I think doctors and medications we have access to when used correctly are amazing. But your GP is a generalist. They are not an expert in acne. And that is why this myth that the pill will balance your hormones is so often told to women who are struggling with acne. So, if the pill isn't balancing your hormones, what exactly is it doing? And why can the pill clear acne for some women? This next part is really important because once you understand this, you'll never look at the pill, your hormones, or your acne the same way again. Let's use Yasmin as an example. Yasmin is a specific form of the contraceptive pill aimed at women who experience acne. That's because it doesn't contain the androgenic hormones that some other forms of birth control do. Yes, you heard that right. Many forms of birth control contain androgenic hormones. One of the first ever forms of birth control I took was the mini pill. The brand I had was Seesaw. This is a type of the pill you take every day, and you have to be really specific about the time of day, otherwise it's not as effective. The reason my doctor prescribed Seesaw was because I get migraines, the kind where you get blurs in your vision. And when you get these kinds of migraines, you're not supposed to take birth control that contains estrogen. At the time, I knew the mini pill was a progestin-only pill. It uses a synthetic alternative to replace our natural progesterone called desogestrel. What I wasn't told was that this particular kind of progestin has androgenic activity. And guess what? 9 months later, I started breaking out for the first time in my life. I think I was 21 at the time, and it felt devastating. But because you went to your doctor struggling with acne already, they didn't put you on a form of birth control like the one that I was. That's because they know these androgenic progestins will likely make your acne worse. So they put you on a form of birth control which does the opposite. This is why Yas or Yasmin is special. Instead of containing androgenic progestins, they both contain one that actually blocks your androgen receptors, and it's called drospirenone. And as this paper published in the Journal of Clinical Cosmetic and Investigational, what a mouthful, Dermatology tells us, drospirenone is the only progestin approved by the FDA which blocks the androgen receptor and is truly anti-androgenic, even without the addition of estrogen. So, if your acne is purely androgenic driven, a pill like Yas or Yasmin can help to clear your skin so long as you keep taking it. But did you see that really important distinction? Yas or Yasmin does not necessarily turn down the amount of androgens that your body is making. It blocks your body from seeing and using the androgens your body is making. It is not balancing your hormones. If you imagine you're at the park right now, you spot a seesaw and then you double take it because on one side there's a kid of 5 and on the other side there's a fully grown adult. That kid is sky high on the seesaw because the adult is 3 times their size. This kid is like your estrogen hormones and that adult is like your androgen hormones. There's way more androgen hormones in your body relative to estrogen and they're heavy. They're having a big effect. That's why you're seeing acne. Taking the pill is like putting a strong hand under that side of the seesaw, so the side the adult sat on, and it lifts that side of the seesaw, so it balances, but it doesn't change the weight. As soon as the hand is removed, that seesaw swings violently back, and acne can flare up worse than before. I often have women say to me, it's suddenly flared up so much worse than before, I don't even recognize myself anymore. And that's because what your doctor didn't tell you is that what us scientists call oral contraceptive pills, and that is so much easier to say as the pill, causes significant changes to your gut health, your emotional health, and your vitamin and mineral levels, your metabolism, your blood fat response, and so much more. All of these changes cause your risk of acne to wildly increase. And if you're like, whoa, no one ever told me that, make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss out on my next video. Now come see what I mean. I want to share a few published science findings with you so you can advocate for yourself and so you can get back in control of your skin health. Like this one, which tells us that the World Health Organization recognizes the influence of oral contraceptives on nutrient requirements is a topic of high clinical relevance, and that it has been shown key nutrient depletions the pill can cause, including folic acid, B2, B6, B12, vitamin C and E, and magnesium, selenium, zinc. And here's another way. This other science paper tells us that the pill has the ability to alter our gut microbiome, which is a fancy way of saying the bacteria that live in our gut and the permeability of the gut, which can cause both gut and non-gut related symptoms. One of those non-gut related symptoms can be acne flaring up worse than before once you stop taking the pill. Please don't struggle with this alone. Let me know your experience with the pill and acne in the comments. Now, the even more shocking fact is, even if you were clear before you went on the pill, the big changes the pill can cause to your gut, your metabolism, your vitamin and mineral levels, these can cause acne for women who never had acne before. This is the second most common thing I hear. Women will tell me, I used to be someone who didn't even think about my skin. I didn't even have a skincare routine. I didn't have to try. I don't know what's happening now. It's like my skin hates me. I want to show you what this actually looks like in real life, because one of my clients, Savannah, she went through this exact cycle. She came off birth control and started breaking out. For 2 years, she was told her hormones were normal, and she was sat there in her doctor's office thinking, but look at my skin. She felt completely stuck. She was desperately searching, trying everything from random supplements, cutting out sugar, dairy, alcohol, using benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, retinols, washing her pillowcases every day. And she told me still she felt stuck and hopeless and felt like her skin was only getting worse no matter what she did. She felt like she was going to have adult acne forever. Savannah was fed up with feeling powerless to heal her skin, and that's when she joined my Acne Warrior program. A few months into Acne Warrior, this happened. She told me she for now feels so much more in control and that she finally feels like herself again. Her cycle, which used to be 38 to 45 days long since coming off of the pill, well, that's now normalized to a healthy 32 days, finally in the normal range. Now that is a signal that your hormones have balanced. That Seesaw now has 2 kiddos or 2 adults happily sitting on it in harmony and equal balance. Just like Savannah, your body doesn't need Yas or Yasmin to have balanced hormones. I know deep in your gut, you already know that. Your body has what it needs to heal naturally. I wanted to share Savannah's story with you because I know it can feel like acne is this never-ending battle, like you're going to be stuck with acne forever, and that couldn't be further from the truth. The only truth here is that you need the right help and support to get back to the clear, calm, confident skin you had before. Now you know Yas or Yasmin isn't the answer. Over the next few weeks, I'm sharing the tea on these other acne cures your doctor might prescribe you, whether they're a good or a bad idea for your acne type, and the likelihood they'll work for you, including treatments like spironolactone. Now, that's a really interesting one you should know about. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it, and I'll see you soon. And remember, you are beautiful with acne. You are beautiful without acne. Acne is just acne.